Okay, so basically when I was in high school, about the age of 17, 16, somewhere in there, I met a kid named Orangey. Not his real name, but for the sake of this story, I'm giving everyone code names. Now, Orangey, very, very, very weird guy. Very weird guy. He always seemed like he was on something. Like, he seemed off, and at first we just thought he had, like, head trauma, and we were all trying to be nice to him. But as time went on, we could just tell this guy's a tweaker. He's just, like, genuinely a tweaker. Like, he's on something. He one time tried to sell my friends, the Blues Brothers, he tried to sell them fucking grass and a four-leaf clover that he had rolled into a ball and tried to tell them it was bud. Now, the Blues Brothers had been smoking for 4 years at this point, so they told him to get the fuck out of there. But one night, as like a way to make amends to the Blues Brothers, he invited the Blues Brothers and Green, another one of our friends at the time, again, fake names, out to just like, chill. And he said, well, my uncle, Orangey said this, my uncle has given me this key. All we need to do is go to his cellar and open it up, and we can grab as much alcohol as we want. He said it's cool. So they all went and they got drunk and they called me. And they're just like, lunch table, come out, let's fucking get drunk tonight. Come on. But it was like 3 in the fucking morning, so fat chance of that shit happening. So then I just kind of waited. Next day I get invited out. All 4 of them. The Blues Brothers, there's 2 of them by the way. Green, and, Orangey. And he says, well, we're gonna have to go back and get some more. And then as soon as we get there, he like looks at me weird. He goes, Luke, watch the road and make sure no cars come. And I'm confused. I'm like, why am I watching the fucking road? Okay. So I'm sitting outside while everybody else is grabbing alcohol, right? And this motherfucker, like, no cars come. But this motherfucker comes back and he's like, okay, we can go now. Bags of alcohol. I'm talking IPAs, beer, wine, fucking tea, any like no liquor, but anything that's not liquor is there. We had it. We have at least 1 can of it or more. I'm talking bottles. I'm talking cans, bottles. I'm talking the fucking wine was a bottle like this fucking big. I can't even fucking fit in fucking. It was a fucking decent bottle of wine. So we start to keep going, like we keep going back. We're doing this every night. We're going over to his uncle's house to like get some alcohol. Eventually I piece 2 and 2 together. We're going over to a place. I'm watching the road. He's got a key. I don't know how he got the key, but I don't think his uncle gave him that fucking key. We're taking far too much alcohol. And yeah, the law's not getting called, and there just keeps getting, there's more and more alcohol. I don't know how they didn't fucking realize, but I think we were robbing them. It was spring break. I was drunk. I was high. I wasn't really critically thinking right now. All I'm thinking is, well, here's more alcohol. Yeah, we're just going to get more alcohol. Afterwards, it became very apparent I had been used as a lookout for robbing a motherfucker repeatedly over the course of a week. And I went and talked to the Blues Brothers and Green about this, and they went, yeah, I think we've been robbing him. That's what it seems like to me, at least. We need to stop and shit. There was one night during this, before we had this conversation, though, that me and one of the Blues Brothers had met up with Orangey, and we had to walk all the way to my house. And my house was an hour away. Like, they walked all the way to my house to get me, and then we walked all the way back to his uncle's place, which was over an hour away from my place, actually. So it actually took forever. And then after we got out there, he's like, oh, I lost the key. We're like, really? You dragged us out here for no reason? And he's like, yeah. And we just kind of look at each other and we go, well, we're going home then. And then he's like, no, don't you guys want to hang out? And we're like, well, neither of us got weed or alcohol, and it's low-key pretty late to just be talking like the 3 of us. I think we're going to go to bed and just go home and go to bed. And he's just like, nah, come on. Me and one of the Blues Brothers just got the fuck out of there. Just left. But a little while later, it's me, the other one of the Blues Brothers, and Green. And this is after we had our little conversation. Orangey comes up on us. I have a cart at the time. It was a diet. Fuck, what was it? It was Dirty Sprite. It was a Dirty Sprite cart. I forget the brand. It basically just tasted like grapes. It was pretty fucking good. But, you know, I have that, and I think I had like a monster. I don't remember what, I think it was just classic monster, black and green. And we were like, Orangey comes through, and he's like, hey, you want to go to my, like, other uncle's house, or his grandpa's house, some shit like that. And we all kind of think, it's a bit suspect, but he goes, I got some weed out there, and he has, like, this whole fucking barn we can just use the party in. Well, I'm sorry, this is where shit gets fucking weird, and I'm not telling this fucking story without... Yeah, hold on. Okay. So we start following Orangey. We get out to this barn, right? It's even farther away. And, we go in. We're all smoking weed, or hitting a dab pen, rather, hitting a cart. And I'm watching TikTok, I'm drinking this monster, and I'm hitting my cart. I'm pretty good. Hell, one of us, Green, was literally, like, balled up in the corner. Like, completely balled up. So I figured he was pretty high. Then the Blues brother was just chilling. All of a sudden, Orangey, he just walks on by in this barn. We're in the barn now. Gets over to these big tubs, like the kind you see, like, you know, filled with oil, or you'd have like a homeless person burning a fire in. This motherfucker, I kid you not, starts jacking off. I didn't even catch it at first. But the Blue Brother's watching him. He like opens up his pants and he's making weird noises. He's making the movement, you know? He's fucking just being weird as fuck about all this shit. Hold on, I need to grab an ashtray. Actually, I'm on. This motherfucker, I kid you not. We go over there and check what's in those, like, containers. White crystals. And at the time, it was like white and blue crystals and all kinds of shit, and it was like dusty and shit. I still don't know exactly what it was, but we always figured it was some kind of drug. Because, as I mentioned, this dude was a tweaker. And we finally figured out where we were. We were probably not at his uncle's. We were probably not at his grandpa's. We were at a drug den. He had made us go to a pretty huge fucking supply of drugs, and then he started jacking off once we were fucked up. And we all agree afterwards, his plan was to lace us and then rape us. So, and it's just in line with how Orangey was acting that night. We all get up and start to leave, because we realize what the fuck's going on. As we're going out, you know, things get a little out of control. Gunshots, screaming, a whole hell of fucking bullshit. The next time I saw Orangey, we were in a graveyard. It was me, both of the Blues brothers, Green, at least I believe he was there that time, and my nephew Black, who's only a few years younger than me. I'm a great uncle. I know I don't look it, but I am. I probably will look it if I keep smoking these motherfuckers, but... As I'm here, I'm hitting a car. I think it's a different one, might be the same one. This all happened within the span of a few weeks, so it's probably the same one. And obviously, at this point, I don't like Orangey one bit. He sussed me out a few times. There's a few stories I haven't told you about Orangey. But Orangey, oh, fucking Orangey. This man, this motherfucker, I mean, to be fair, we were all kids at this time. But this motherfucker pulled some bullshit I will never fucking forget. He started trying to pick a fight with my nephew Black. You know, him and Black are going back and forth. Black's not doing shit about it. So, you know, That's fine. You know, there didn't need to be a fight. Black could have beat his ass. That's all there was to it. And suddenly my cart goes missing. And one of the Blues Brothers goes and looks for it because he has to hit it. I'm like, I don't got my cart. He goes, like, we all check our pockets. None of us have it. Finally, he goes over and starts checking Orangey's bag. And Orangey's confused why he's doing it. He's like, what are you doing? This motherfucker, the Blues Brother, reaches in, pulls out my cart. He had stolen my cart. Orangey stole my fucking cart. I'm pissed off. I don't really want to beat this guy. I'm bigger than him. This motherfucker is clearly not right in the head, but he just robbed my ass. He literally just robbed my fucking ass. He tried to drug me. He tried to rape me. And then he robbed me. He tried to motherfucking rob my ass. I told him square up. I don't want to fight him. I get in a lot of fights, but at this point, I was a little adverse to fighting. I am now for a completely different reason, but I really didn't want to fight him. He was small and dumb. Truly. And I could tell he was going to lose. But he had fucked me over and he kept pissing me off. I put on some music. Armed and Dangerous by Juice WRLD. I said it was my fight music, but it was really my calm the fuck down and try to just say, you know what? Get the fuck down the road and never fucking come back or I am going to beat your ass. I was trying to calm down. I was just standing there within punching range listening to the song and he goes, is he ever going to hit me or is he all talk? I springboard punched him immediately. I do feel bad about it because I punched him so quickly in my anger. He had turned like this. Just straight nose. Straight nose. He got down in one fucking hit. I got on fucking top of him, started beating the fuck out of him. He hit me a few times, didn't even bruise me. I broke his nose. Blood everywhere. There is just so much fucking blood. Like, I was low-key just like, you good? Are you okay? And he said, yeah, it's the wind. Well, after that, I told Orangey not to fucking really show his face around me, make himself scarce, and get the fuck down the road, because that was the last of it. I don't even know why I was hanging out with him that time. I don't know why we were, but that was pretty much the last time I saw Orangey outside of school. Came to find out, about a week later, I was talking with the Blues Brothers, and I was talking about that, and the Blues Brother who had pulled out the fucking cart walked up to me and went, hey, man, yeah, nah. I did that. And I'm like, what? He goes, I stole your cart and I placed it in his backpack. And I asked him why. He goes, he needed his ass beat. And I knew if I did it, he wasn't going to walk away. And apparently the whole thing with Orangey picking a fight with Black, that was him too. That was his original plan, but once that went off the rails and Black wouldn't fight him, I was the next best choice. And that's the story of the time I got tricked into robbing a man, almost got laced and then raped by a meth head before getting the fuck out of Dodge, and then he was framed, I beat his ass, and I have no clue what happened to the man after that. Green went on to do some good things. I know what the Blues Brothers are up to. I haven't really talked to Black in a while. I'm alive. I have that much. So in the long run, the moral of the story really is, don't listen to a tweaker. Never hang out with a tweaker. Kids, if you think you're with a tweaker, get away from the tweaker. Turn around and walk away. Because it's better than getting in a fist fight because they didn't rob you and you thought they did. I don't fucking know, man. Deuces.